Hello team, and welcome to today's topic where we're going to be looking at the text to columns function in Excel. Text to columns can assist you in a variety of ways when managing your data. We'll primarily be using it to split up text that's contained within a single column. On that topic, I do also recommend checking out the text split function if you have the newer version of Excel. I'll leave a link to a video explaining that function in the description. Sticking with today's topic, let's see how we can split up full name into first and last name for these three cells located here. I'll highlight those cells and then click on text to columns. We're going to start off by looking at the delimited option within this dialog box. So I'll click next. Since my first and last names are separated by a space and not a comma, I'll uncheck the comma box and check mark the box for space. You'll notice in the data preview section below, Excel will display to you what your result will be. I'll click next again. You don't actually have to select anything on this third step. You could simply click finish, but for this first example, I'll choose the destination for where I'd like this data to go. Clicking in the destination box, I'll highlight cells B2 through C4 and then click finish. And you see my first and last names are separated into separate columns. In the next example, you'll notice we have last name comma first name, and we can use text to columns to break these up as well. I'll highlight these three cells, click text to columns. We'll stick with delimited again. This time our data is separated by a comma, so I'll check mark that and uncheck space. And then this time, without going to step 3, I'll just click finish. And you see, just like before, my data has been split up into two separate columns. In our next example, let's take a look at how text to columns can help you with date formatting. In these cells, we have different date formats. Some have periods in between, some have spaces, and we have year, then month, then day. And I'd like to set these up as month, day, then year. With those cells highlighted, I can again click text to columns. We'll leave the delimited option selected. I'm gonna uncheck any of the boxes here, so we'll leave these all blank. Click next. On step 3, I'm going to select the date option. Now I need to tell Excel how my date is formatted. Since it's formatted as year, month, day, I'll select this option here and then click finish. And you see Excel has converted the dates into a consistent format. In our final example, I have 5 employee IDs here, and I want to separate the first 5 characters, which are unique for each employee, from the last 4 numbers, which are the employee's birth year. You'll notice there is no delimiter in this case, but we can still use text to columns to split up this data. Simply highlight all of these cells, click on text to columns. This time we're going to select the fixed width option and click next. Now in the section below, I can insert the line break where I want Excel to split up this data. I'll insert the line break just before the birth year begins. I can click next. On step 3 again, I can choose where I'd like my destination to be, and then I'll click finish. Now I have the employee ID separated from the birth year as desired. Team, I hope you enjoyed these tips today. Please like and subscribe to the channel for future tips and leave comments about additional items you'd like to see covered.